Hello there once again, good people. Welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. Now, this is going to be the NS-AC44 C6M pack look. Now, this came out like a week ago, but I've been dealing with a hurricane in the aftermath, preparation beforehand, so on and so forth. All those dealing with it as well. My thoughts go out to you, as well as the people still dealing with Helene. Hopefully it's the last two this year, but they're talking about something else bubbling up. Who knows? Anyway, now I can finally take a look. I can't wait to get my hands on these things. I already did. I installed them, set them up. We're going to be taking a look at it. This is the NS C6M pack from Switchpoint Simulations, and it's a chonker. There's quite a bit involved. All you need is the Norfolk Southern Coal District, or Pin Coal as it's known in Train Sim Classic, to get this to work. So let's go and have a look. Alrighty then, folks. Here they are in all their glory, the Norfolk Southern AC44 C6M. So these units are AC traction driven diesel electric locomotives putting down 4,400 horsepowers, rebuilt essentially from the old school GE -9s. And Norfolk Southern had a lot of those standard cab -9s. Now, rebuilds were done all over the place between Waptec, General Electric, American Motive, Roanoke, Juniata Shops by Norfolk Southern, of course. So they still utilize the 7FDL16 prime mover, of course, replacing the DC traction motors with new, hot-ish AC traction motors. Now, they also replaced, obviously, the standard cab with wide-nose safety cabs. Front hood, inverter cabinet, basically costing less overall than almost half of purchasing all new units. So they just rebuild them, and it's one of the largest, if not the largest, rebuild programs in the world, or at least in American railroading. Right. Anyway, now BNSF kind of began this crusade of conversions, with Norfolk Southern closely behind, with the largest fleet pushing 800 plus rebuilds, numbering 4,000 through 4366, 4368 through 4880, 8520, and I think there's some others as well. But this thing is going to be easy installation. It's a drag and drop in one folder, and then you run a batch file. Bob's your uncle. Updated sounds, traction motors, of course, engine switches, cab rattle, EOT beeps, 4K textures. Units included are, of course, we're all going to take a look at this in just a minute, guys. 4000, 4001, pre-rec and post-rec. 4002 through 4005, the main units. 4144 thoroughbred. Norfolk Southern primer. 4822, thank a railroader. Altoona rebuilds with different horns, GE rebuilds, and just the list goes on. So let's go ahead and get in the game and have a crack at them. That's a whole lot of 7FDLs chugging away right now. All right, so I laid out a few of them, most of them anyway. We're currently sitting in Spartanburg, South Carolina. The other footage was on the horseshoe curve, obviously. So let's go ahead and have a looky-poo. So we'll start with some of these back here, which are different. So the first one here is a GE rebuild. This one's got a K5 LAR24. We'll get in and have a listen to that. There are notable differences you can see via the decals on the side, NS, AC44 C6M. And then this one over here is the actual Norfolk Southern one. Juniata, they were famous for putting the DC to AC logo on there as well. A few other decals, if I'm not mistaken. Now, these, of course, have the horse heads. Now, this one over here is the thoroughbred, which is somewhat interesting because post rebuild it would have had the long hoods such as these with the horse on there, but the rear burn out or something like that, so they replaced it you know, with an old shell, or, you know, panels or something to that effect. So it's pretty neat that the guys that created this pack actually put that one in there. We'll go ahead and back up and take a look at these. First up over here, we got old primers. the unfinished 4045, half and half. It looks like an Oreo cookie, kind of. It's almost split right down the middle, which is pretty cool that it was added as well. You got a lot of little things where the headlights were changed up, you know, compared to the default locomotive that comes with pin coal, which you'll need for this route. Obviously, you got some PTC array on top, aerials, antenna, all that good stuff. New decals were added, of course. All the textures upgraded as well. This one here is probably one of my favorite, the Thank a Railroader. Very spicy, of course. All the logos and everything and the font just look very crispy, as they should. I mean, you know, pretty much everything that comes from these guys is pretty legit. You know, it does look good. Grit Heart Drive, moving the weight of the world. Horfnance Suffren. So yeah, they do look good. They do look good. This one over here is the Sonic Bonnet, due to, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog weebs naming it that. And it is spicy as well, because it's got some of that old school kind of Conrail vibe to it. And the back is gray as well, which I do like that color combo. The old school kind of blue and gray. That looks very nice. That one's got the DC to AC logo on there as well. Number 4001. This one over here is the Red Main 4002. Same as the blue, obviously, except for the red. This one over here is black with the blue main. 4004. All of these have a bunch of different things going on with them. The largest thing is just the overall look, the updated 4K textures, resolutions, and all that good stuff. So it's a bit hard to see because of the time of day. We'll go ahead and pop that, and we'll lighten up the contrast just a little bit so we can see what we're peeping here. So not only the textures, obviously, and horns and bells and things like that, but it's got PCS control, ISO switch, alerter. You can override the alerter as well if you're just taking pictures or enjoying from trackside. Simulated brake pipe pressure, fading headlights, light casting, Type E coupler. And then we got the GE high ad trucks as well, which is very nice. And we've got multiple herons. So we'll start back here and we'll hop in, and we'll of course run one in just a minute. We're just kind of looking at the offering overall, the buffet, if you will. So this one here right in front of us is the GE rebuild K5LAR24. Let's click on that bad girl. Yep. Go ahead and click all those out. This is just a free roam. We'll go ahead and let it rip, Tater Chip. That sounds epic. That is very nice. We'll go inside and have a listen. Let me turn up the game audio a little bit, maybe a bit low. We'll try it again here. Ooh, the inside is very spicy. Sounds very apropos. Also sounds like if you were to hear one of these son of a guns coming from down the track a ways. Hear that steel bell as well. To hell with the E-bells. That sounds very, 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 very nice. Of course, lights flash and all that good stuff, but we're just kind of doing a showcase. Like I said, we're going to get into it in just a minute. We'll hop over here to the P5. One of my favorite herons of all time. P5R24, to be precise. God dang, you know that's a Norfolk Southern coming when you hear that thing. Woo! The inside of that thing sounds good too, man. SPS has always done some good horns. That is for shizzle. We'll see what 4144's got. Oh, all the bells are going off. Dang it, I should have shut them down. I should have shut them down. All right, let's look at primers. 4822. Sonic bonnet. And listen to all the different bells you're going to get as well, guys. That's that E-bell nastiness. 02? 04? Oh my God, the bells. Our European friends are just vomiting all over the room that they're currently in. I know our European friends love bells, but hey, that's a part of American railroading, just the way it is. It's like a Christmas scene with all the bells going off. It's funny. All right, let's go get in one. I got a pretty chunker set up. Let's go run it. Before we get up all in it, just wanted to let you know there is a manual that comes with this. Shows you how to install it, even though it is very, very simple. And I like simple, being a very simple person. You got all your key binds, everything it does, and the peeps that help with this thing. All right, so let's get in it. We got 4 000 ready to run. We got 5 engines in total, 3 on the head end and 2 pushing on the back end. Pretty good sized train. We're of course sat here in Altoona, about to head westbound. We'll just run it, see what the sounds, you know, the prime mover, the brakes, switches, all that good stuff, see what it's all about. I'm going to try and turn up the game sound here a bit, just so it's not overpowered. But we'll go ahead and check out the lights. We'll get them on. There we go. We got the full bright and the ditchy boys. Control N will turn on your number boards. I'm going to go ahead and pop the manual open again real quick here. Light casting. So you can do that. So during the day, for example, you're not going to see headlights. Well, from much of anything, be it a car, a friggin' bicycle, a train, etc. on the ground. So there is light casting or shadow casting, and to be able to do that, you use Control Shift S. It is in El Manuel. So take a look at old Manuel. You can see PTC up here, Web Tech, Electronics. Of course, do not have a map. It is not operable. You know, but the box is up here. We got a beep. That's from our EOT, of course, which you do get EOT beeps. See a few things down here. Got your orders. Got a little brochure over there. Georgia Division. Georgia. A lot of the guys at SPS, I think a few of them are from Georgia, and I think a couple of them, at least one of them, does work for Norfolk Southern, so they got some hands-on with a lot of this stuff, making it, you know, pretty spicy, of course. Got your GM radio over there. Got Norfolk Southern up there as well, and the C6M. The weight, the tonnage. Got your onboard signal control there. And let's get with it. So this thing is, you know, this comes from the old school Dash 9 from Penn Cole. Got that sheet on the back there. I think that's new. I don't remember that being in the old one either. You got 2 views, I think, over here. Take a look at that thing. 1993. Let's see what this says. Information. So this is May 2024. Yeah, the dude's name, Dangerfield. Hope it doesn't bust him out. I think he works at Norfolk Southern. So yeah, they got a lot of good people working on this pack, and kind of got it to where it is with you know, the way things look and feel and sound and all that good stuff. You can see some shading and weathering inside the cab. It was touched up as well. It is, I could 1000% promise you, a lot more spicy of a meatball compared to the original Dash 9 that came with Penn Cole. So it does look mo better in here, that is for sure. You got your eye in the sky back there, keeping an eye on you at all times, watching you pick boogers out of your nostrils. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing running. Let me get the manual open here. So your ISO switch, I believe it is just I. I hear you, EOT. We're getting with it. Isolation switch is I. Go ahead and set that bad boy up. We've got it set to run. Status report, you can do Control I. Let's see if that works. Consist length. I know my numbers. I almost said 53. 5,328 feet. It's like a mile long, ain't it? Isn't that right? 5,000 feet? 5,000 something feet. I feel like that's a mile. I'm probably wrong, but that's all right. 10,1800 ton. Scenario playtime 3 minutes. I don't know why it says that. It's just a free roll I set up here. Service type special. Kind of special. Vehicle length 74 feet. That's a locomotive, obviously, and the weight 13 tons. So it's a bit of a chunker. All right. Distance counter, you can do Shift D. And I guess it should set that up. Your wipers, V key, and they do the notable stick, which is nice because that's how they do in the IRLs. It's very cool. Let's see what else we got here. Let's throw a reverser forwards. Let's let me crank the volume up for starters, guys. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. We're here for train noises, right? Not my nasally ass voice. All right. Shh. I almost dropped the e-brake on that. All right. Independent all the way up. Go ahead and let off the air brake. Cylinders going down. Pipe going up. '83. We'll go ahead and give her a notch or two. Now, I don't believe you can open the windows on this. I don't think you could on the Dash 9, so they would have had to have done some stuff to make that animated. But I'm hearing this sumbitch coming live. I'm hearing some rattling and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. We'll turn the volume up some more. You can hear this sucker coming alive, rumbling. Some pretty decent sounds. I think they aggregated some of the sounds from RR Mads. It do sound like a GE. 7 FDL for sure. I'm not really picking up that kind of deep chug, you know, before the traction motors really get to screaming. But it sounds pretty damn good. I mean, it sounds way better than the default Dash 9 again, without fail. All right, we're already rolling quite a bit, and we're burning the brake pads off of this thing, so I'm going to start coming off the independent brake. Ooh. The compressor and that release sound, very nice. EOT still beeping. I think we just might be about stretched out all the way. We got two on the back end. Let's take a look at them. We got the rear headlight on as per regs, which is pretty cool. So that's by default. When you set these up in the game, they run. Whether you put them in the middle of the train, the back of the train, whatever the hell, they should run. As you know, as far as I can tell so far, messing with this stuff. So we are on a roll, and it's real quiet here today in Altoona. Kind of spooky. All right, let's get rolling here. 7 miles an hour, still beeping. All right, let me open up the manual here real quick and see what else we got. Oh, the alerter. So that's Q. We'll see if that bad boy comes on. I won't touch anything for a minute, and we'll see if that comes on naturally, of course, and then you can override it. So like if you just want to take photos or videos or just watch trackside or something like that, you can actually shut it off by hitting I think it's Control Q or Shift Q. Let me double check here. Yeah, it's Shift Q to override the alerter. Platform lights, Control P. Tells you how to reset your PCS. I'm just kind of looking over the manual real quick here. Off screen. Yeah, so RR Mod, some of the engine audio, North American V-Scale, miscellaneous audio, Raphael, miscellaneous audio, camera tracing, miscellaneous audio, Dogger truck model, toaster coupler model, and switch point team all got all up in this pack. And it's a biggin'. It's a biggin'. A lot of cool looking units. You know, these things are Dash 9s essentially. They're Dash 9s, but not. Pay no mind to the double red up ahead. For whatever reason, this revamp on the Pittsburgh line, the signals don't really work that great, and it's just how it is. So we're about to run those cherries up there. So it be like that. It do be like that. Let's make sure we're gonna go ahead and go on through the middle track here. Take us all the way up to here. So we're cruising now. We only got it in second notch, but we are relatively flat. It picks up once you kind of cross the bridge down here quite a bit. Let's go ahead and try that Huron out. Can hear the valve, the bell ding-a-dinging. We'll do a brake test down here as well. Let's go ahead and ramp it up to the fourth notch. So we'll do like an inside and outside sound. Just kind of listen to it, soak it all in, if you will. I'm huge about sounds with train sim or any sim, so. You can definitely still hear some of the chug-a-lugging. But I'll tell you, man, those are some pretty good GE traction motor sounds. Those sound all right. Those sound all right. All right, notch 3. I just started the distance counter. I thought I started it earlier. I am a ding-dong. All right, we're getting some more rumbly and rattliness inside these old things. Our speed is gonna start kind of topping out here shortly, especially since I didn't throw it in run 8. Starting up the grade, going over the hill up here. We'll do an exterior. God dang, 7 FDL, man. What's up there, rail fans? All right, notch 4. Visually, these things do look really, really nice. I know getting the main part couldn't have been super easy. Because I could be totally wrong, but I feel like they're kind of different between units. The way the main looks, like the geometry of the spikes or the mane themselves, which is obviously supposed to be like the mane of a horse, a thoroughbred. So they did a pretty damn good job with those. Notch 5. All right, you can hear that 7 FDL coming alive now. Ooh, we got some joint sounds. All right. Notch 6. And I think we have some flange as well on these things. Let's go up the road here. Get on that curve. I'm pretty sure we got some flange. I think I heard some earlier messing around. I don't know if this is sharp enough. We'll go ahead and turn off or override the alerter as well. I think it's Shift Q. There we go. So it is now disabled, so you ain't got to worry about it. All right, that curve, it's pretty sweeping. It's not, it ain't tight enough. I know this one after we go over the crossing up here before we really get on the grade is. It's So we'll go ahead and throw a notch 7. You can hear the fans just whipping. And run 8. Fans, of course, much higher. So what's cool about these things, though, in Train Sim Classic is you can run them just about anywhere. I mean, Norfolk Southern runs them just about anywhere. They used to, anyway. I don't know about today's modernity standards, if you will. So you can throw these on just about anything Norfolk Southern or Southern related within the game, honestly. And we got some pretty damn good stuff now. Norfolk Southern way. I mean, we got the ACUs from Searchlight. We got these. We got those old Dash 2s that were modded as well, with like tuxedo schemes, high hood. I mean, we got some pretty good, you know, Norfolk Southern and Southern stuff, which is pretty nice. All right, let's get on this curve and see if we can hear some flange this time. Yeah, this one's tight enough that it should, I would imagine. There we go. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, God bless Train Sim modders, North American and otherwise, for making stuff like this and making Train Sim Classic much more enjoyable, because we still have third-party devs shelling the same stuff from like 10 plus years ago that hasn't changed at all, and it's very disappointing. So when stuff like this comes out, it is very, very nice. Now, mind you, it's not a new model, obviously, and while that would be cool, there is a whole lot involved with models and texturing said models, getting models animated, scripted, all that. That is a whole other ball game. So I'm totally cool with taking something that was okay to begin with and just making it so much better. And with that, folks, I will leave you to it for here. That is the C6M pack from Switchpoint Simulations. Go and check it out. I will link it down below. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.